All right, guys, we're back. I'm George Mossey. This is my co-host Marshana Dahlia Spavento. So 90 Day Fiance, The Other Way, Season 3, Episode 13, wrapped up last night. And we saw the last of our couples until the tell-all next week, and then we're going to see what happened in real time. But this is what happened last night. So Ellie and Victor, it appears that it's not working out for them, and it's all about money. And Victor came up with the idea that I'm going to add up all the money that you gave me over the past 2 years, and I'm going to pay you back, and I want you to just leave and be gone from my life. And Ellie kind of feels like being gone from his life might be a good idea. Something that we've known all season. We know that there's no connection. There's no, they have nothing in common. I don't understand what brought them together in the first place outside of maybe lust. But this might actually be a good sign for them that they are both this is the first place they've been on the same page. They've never been on the same page with anything, but I think this might actually work. Ellie needs to go back home and Victor needs to rebuild his home. And then maybe in the future they could talk again, but I don't even recommend that.
Yeah, no, I mean, this Ellie and Victor thing should have never gotten off, to any kind of start, right? This should have never happened. But
None.
I mean, I think it's good that they're realizing very early on, once they're in the same space, this doesn't work. Anything can work long distance, anything. I don't see you every day. I'm not dealing with you and your habits. I'm not seeing you when you wake up and go to sleep. So I think that it's good that this is coming to a bust when it is. Ellie, I think you need. Are they going to cancel me for saying this? I don't know. But I just think that you need to deal with the grief that she experienced with the death of her first husband and becoming a widow so early into her marriage. I think it was like 11 months in. I think she's still carrying a lot of unprocessed grief and just this idea, like, if I could just love again, I'll be rescued from the grief. But grief stays with you. And if you don't process it, it can manifest itself in really negative ways, like, I don't know, selling your business and moving to Providencia to chase behind a guy, to go to a country that you're not familiar with, you don't know, you can't do this, Ellie. So I just want to see her process some of that, because there's still, I think, a lot of unresolved hurt and pain, understandably so, in that situation, and it's motivating her to do this relationship. But can we just end it? We can just end it.
Right. I want to see it end. So I did see that Ellie and Victor were in studio at the tell-all. So we're going to get to hear from their mouths what's going on, if they're still together, if they've moved on. And I can't wait to see it because I want nothing but the best for you, Ellie. I feel like what my co-host said, you've been through a lot, and I want to see you heal, and I want to see you happy, and I want to see you in love with someone who loves you and respects you. And I don't know if that's Victor, so I want to make sure that you find that. All right, so let's talk about Kenny and Armando. They finally got married. The wedding was actually amazing. The pictures were amazing, the setting, everything was beautiful. There was so many people there. Armando Sr. shed a tear and described the wedding as perfect. For his first gay wedding, he said that this was perfect. Nothing but progress. Congratulations to you guys. You have had a long road. You literally had to fight with the government in Mexico to even get a marriage license. And look where you ended up. You were married, you were happy, you are together, your families were all together. And I'm just so happy for you guys. We watched this for a long time, and this is where the ending was, and it was perfect.
Yeah, I think this was amazing. I think this is a couple that we love so much. They had a wonderful, well-planned wedding. Like, they had a wedding. And it was even nice to see Armando's dad say, you know what, this is normal. We just have to kind of treat it as normal. And that was kind of nice that he's just accepting, like, this is actually normal. One thing I will say, now that we are finally at the last episode of this season that was such a drip and a bore to me, my God, wow, it was so hard to stick it out, was that they dragged this on with this couple, and the production, sorry, gotta say it, dragged out the family issues to give this couple a storyline, because actually I believe deep down they are very well adjusted as a couple. I think that they have, of all the 90 Day, in all the 90 Day franchise, I would say Kenny and Armando are the best adjusted couples. And I think that they just dragged out certain things for too long. And I mean, it was weeks. We were watching the children show up this week. They sat at a table with daddy next week. They complained about having other children this week. It's like, again, let's just not lose sight of it. I know a lot of people on Twitter were just kind of really frustrated, and even you, with that storyline, but now it's come to an end. They're married. Okay, production, you took us all around town.
Yes.
But
Yeah, you're right. I think that they took us on a roller coaster when there was never a roller coaster. It wasn't even a Ferris wheel. Those problems were created, and I know that that family accepts their love and their relationship, and I think production made it seem a different way. Again, guys, congratulations, and let's talk about what I even bet money on that I was wrong about. Jenny and Submit are married. I had said all season there was
is it
absolutely
legal?
no
Is it
way.
legal? Is it a legal marriage? Somebody help me, because I just still can't
Well,
believe it. I can't
I
believe
was
it.
looking online and I did see a post where Jenny is working at a hotel in India. And the only way that she could work, because she's on a tourist visa, is if she's legally married or legally a citizen of India. The only way that she could apply for citizenship is through being married. So I believe that it's legal because I did see that she was a concierge at one of the local hotels and she was all in uniform and looking like a beautiful Indian woman. And I thought, wow, congrats to her. But I just never saw it. And I still believe that Submit married her out of, I don't want to say feeling sorry for her.
Obligation. I've kicked the can down the
Yes.
road for the past 9, almost 10 years, or however long it's been. I met her as a catfish. I got married behind her back. She had to wait while I got divorced. She left and went back to India so many times. I just feel obligated to listen. The Hindi way of like saying like, is this real? This can't be real. Is like, ये सच नहीं है. ये सच नहीं है. Jenny or Sumit Shadi? No, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I still don't believe it. I know that you saw the. I need to see the registered marriage certificate, because after all of this, after all the years, after everything,
Yeah.
she did make a lovely Indian bride. Shout out to you, Jenny. You did it. You did it well. I mean, you kicked over the Brahmin's food, but we're gonna let that live. Um, I'm still in disbelief.
I'm in shock. She held out hope for all these years, and I had no hope, no faith in Submit. And I admitted it online openly to everyone. I was wrong. He married her. I never thought it would happen. And
But even she
they
didn't
didn't
believe it,
tell.
right? She was on there
Well,
saying like, imagine if all the emotions you feel or you felt on your wedding day. Imagine feeling like, finally. Ooh, no, Lord, throw it away.
she had high doubts as well. And what was really interesting was they didn't tell his parents. And his parents were kind of the reason why they hadn't been married in the first place. And the first thing that came to my mind was, if you're not going to tell them, why have you been trying to convince them for 7 years to accept it if you were just
To
going to
get
do it
married
behind their
behind your
back?
back anyway. Make sense.
It never added up to me.
To me, you are embarrassed of Jenny. Even though your family and you know how they think about her and you know that they're right, and you are too embarrassed to put this elderly woman in a lenga, dupatta, pasa, knot, chura, everything. You are too embarrassed to put her in all of the garb of a proper Indian bride in front of your parents, because you know it would look like a complete, absolute, ridiculous spectacle.
Even the guy officiating the wedding had something to say about the age difference. It's just, in that country, in that culture, it's just not something. In America, we can easily just look the other way. An older man, younger woman, older woman, younger man. We're so much more accustomed to differences in love. In India, they are not accustomed, and it's not something that you can just look the other way. People are very vocal, and Submit is very worried about his culture and where he lives. Like I said, I can't believe it. They're married. I bow out. I was wrong. I never would have thought that it would come. Now we have to see how long it's gonna last.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, jadoo kya hai? What magic is this? I can't believe it. I don't know where this jadoo came from, but wow. I mean, yeah.
Left. I always have something to say. It left me speechless when I saw it take place and the ceremony went through. I had nothing to say. I'm usually never without words, but that was it. I was shocked. So guys, that's it for this podcast. Next week we're gonna watch the finale. Make sure, or not the finale, the
The
tell
tell
all.
all.
Tell all finale. Make sure you're live tweeting with us. Our Twitters will be right here at the bottom. We will be talking about the tell all as well, because I heard that there's a lot of bombshells are going to be dropped on the tell all. And some people are living in America that we didn't think were going to be living in America as well. I've heard some rumors. I'm not going to say anything until we all see it. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. I'm George Mossey. This is my co-host, Marshana Dahlia Spavento. We will talk to you all really soon and live tweet with you next Sunday. See you soon.